Hey, Caro. You know what time it is. It's time. Hey, we are here. Give thanks. Caro, Ellison, you are number one. Hey, Jess. Blessings. Hey, Nita Oshun. Hey. Drop a comment as you come in. Sated, good morning. Nkechi Modupwe, Omomi. My sister Peggy, Omo Yemoja, good morning. Natasha, good morning. Latoya, Tracy, Shanda. Laquan, Wanda, Yesu, Danielle, Cynthia, good morning. Hey. Aisha, Wildflower, Wellness, good morning. I have poetry. Ire the Queen, Tamisha Monet, good morning. Hey. Giving honor today to Oshun. Hey, our Iyawa Oshun. Good morning, Anastasia. Tamara. Scripted Art Entertainment. Denise. Hey, Cheryl. Tamara. Toya, darling, good morning. Janelle, Ayana, hey. Ide were mita Oshun. Ide were. Sonia, good morning, my darling. Shawanda, C, Shar, Papi Oshun, all right now. Shar, my goddaughter, good morning. Celeste, hey, good morning. Lotus, good afternoon. Ravel, Kasao, Boate, hey, Kim, good morning. Hey, good morning, Your Highness. Yes, now we bow down to Our Highness Oshun. Naturally natural. Hey, give thanks. Papi Oshun giving all that love from Oshun today. Yes, sir. Hey. The Phoenix Mystique, higher vibrations. Yes, we love it. Hey, yeah, Caro, Ekason, welcome. Ekabo, see the Midweek Recharge. It is time. It is me, your favorite scholar priestess, Iya Funlayo, here with our grand elder, our queen mother of 50 plus years, Ase, our Iyalode Yeyefini Efunbolade.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, àlàáfíà ni àdúpẹ́ káàárọ̀ ṣe àlàáfíà ni.
Adúpẹ́ ara mi yá inú mi dùn. I'm happy, my body is feeling well. I'm just grateful for this time when we get to come together, when we get to recharge, when we get to be one with another. And who better to refresh us today after yesterday? I'm not even going to talk about all of that. We already know what's been going on, the stress, the anxiety that many people have been feeling right now as we are shifting energies in the nation, as energies are shifting, as Oshun's waters are flowing and moving to cleanse. And so today, we are calling on our great mother, our Iyalode, Oshun Oreye. We are calling on Oshun today to just cool us, to soothe us, to sweeten us with honey, to let us flow, to let all good things flow through us and with us, connecting us one with another. We often hear as we speak about that Oshun is the goddess of love, and this is true. However, we often narrow that too much to think only about romantic love. But Oshun is about all love, the connections between all people, the flow, the blood, which Oshun is that river in our body, connects all of our organs. Right? It don't just go to some, it don't just go to a few places in our body. It touches every organ. It touches the brain. It touches our eyes. It touches our mouths, our throats. Every single little corner and crevice. There's no corner or crevice of our body that the blood, that Oshun does not find her way into. And so when we talk about Oshun, we are talking about divine connections to one another. We are talking about being connected to all of our blessings. We are talking about being woven together like cloth. When we talk about Batala, you know, Batala weaves the cloth, and Oshun is said to be the thread that weaves the goodness of humanity together. It is at the banks of the river where societies and civilizations have always come up, because we cannot live without that most sweet element to which we will give homage in a moment. And so we just call on Oshun today and always to keep things sweet in our lives, to keep things flowing in our lives. We know that it is only something that is dead. It is only something that is stagnant, that does not move, that does not change, that does not grow, that does not flow, right? Water only gets fetid and bad when it's been sitting, when it has not been flowing and moving. And so we are asking Oshun today to flow through all those crevices of us. You know, every river, come on, I'm going to talk about it. Right? We all rivers, and every river has those places where the water doesn't flow quite as well, where things might get trapped, those little inlets, right? Where things may get trapped, where the things don't flow as well. And so we're calling on Oshun today. We're calling on Oshun to flow through all those places within us that may be feeling a little bit stagnant, that may be feeling a little bit unrefreshed, where things may be feeling a little bit stuck. There is a prayer of Oshun. As we know, no matter what, Orisha, no matter what type of ritual we're doing, all of our rituals begin at the river. And it is because Oshun's blessing must be, it doesn't matter what we have. If we don't have Oshun, just like the story of the original 17 Irumole who came, without Oshun's blessing, without Oshun's flow, nothing can happen. Nothing can be sweet. Nothing can be cool and refreshed. And so we call on Oshun. Just a little prayer from this book, Adura Orisha by Ababa John Mason. Oshun yeye ni oga mi bobo ibu laye ni bobobo. Ọmọ Orisha lowe no to si ba ma abu. Ko ni omi didu meni itosi. Oni àlàáfíà àti ayọ̀. The source of mothers is the superior one who agitates the loudly gurgling streams of the world, where every child of Orisha who goes to wash shall be entitled to receive a share of the blessings. Far and wide to possess water that went straight to strive for the one who is entitled, Oshun is the possessor of good health and of joy. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So as we move into our prayer space today, we just call on Oshun. I'm ringing her bell. May the sweetness of the melody reach all corners of the earth. May it reach every corner of your spirit. May even those places that feel a little stagnant, let them get to moving and a flowing and a bursting forth and just being fresh and renewed. And we just give thanks. We give thanks to Oshun today. And of course, as we give thanks to Oshun, we give thanks to her most precious element of water. Hey, because we know that water, if it is that they want to cook soup, what is it they will use, oh?
They are going to use omi tutu, cool
Hey,
water.
pure water. If it is they want to cook soup, tell them, what is it they will use?
They will start with omi tutu, fresh water.
Omi tutu, fresh water. And so, of course, as we start with our fresh water, we say omi tutu, ashe tutu, ana tutu, ile tutu, tutu laroye, tutu bobo, egun tutu bobo risha, tutu emio, tutu bobo wa, tutu orimi. As water is cool, we pray for our Ashe, our divine energy to be cool. We pray for honor, the road we walk on outside to be cool. We pray for Ile, our homes, and Ile, the earth, to be cool. We pray for Eshu Daranika and Losoro, the one who carries our prayers to both sides of the universe. We pray for him to be cool with us. We pray for our ancestors, our Egungun, to bow Ashe, to help us do it and to be cool with us. And of course, we touch our Ori. Come on and touch that Ori. You know that if you want a house, you gotta ask your Ori. If you want a spouse, you gotta ask your Ori. If you need some money, you gotta ask your Ori. Because it is only through Ori, only through our own minds, our own consciousness, what we believe is possible, but what we allow to enter. That is all that is able to enter. And so we call on Ori, we call on the deepest parts of ourselves to be touched, to be renewed, to be recharged today as we enter our prayer space. Mojuba o Lodumare. Ọba aterere káyé, mojúbà tí òjò, mojúbà tí òòrùn, mojúbà ilẹ̀ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ àfọkọ̀yẹrẹ, mojúbà Ọ̀rúnmìlà ẹlẹ́rìípín, mojúbà ìbàrùmọ̀lẹ̀ ojú kò tú, mojúbà ìbàrùmọ̀lẹ̀ ojú kò sí, mojúbà ọ̀kànlẹ̀ ní ìrìnwó ìrùmọ̀lẹ̀, mojúbà àkọ́dá, mojúbà àṣẹ̀dá, mojúbà rẹ̀bẹ̀lótú Ifẹ̀, mojúbà wọn ni àfínjú eye, mojúbà Egungun ilé. Come on, Egungun bá wa ṣe. Call on your ancestors. Egungun bá wa ṣe. Iba Egungun, mo pe Egungun bá wa ṣe. We call on all of the mothers and the fathers. We give honor to each and every lineage that is represented here today. Give thanks and praise. Baba Eni, Ishejeni, hey Iyani, Ishejeni, Isheje labo kato borisha. Giving thanks to all of our mothers and our fathers. Mojuba Ori, mojuba baba, mojuba yeye, mojuba wana la seku, mojuba bobo bobo risha, mojuba tashuwa daranika lo soro, mojuba baba mi obata la epa baba rubo, epa orisha o epa mole baba mi, mojuba Oshun ye ore ye o. Mojuba Shango Kao Kabiesi, Mojuba Ogunye Omo Mariwo Ogunbemi Obi Oshebeni Akoko, Mojuba Oshosi Ode Mata, Mojuba Mobeji, Mojuba Egbe, Mojuba Bobo Bobo Orisha, Kinka Mashe, Orumi Papa Seguna Sunji, Kinka Mashe, Mila Sumbo, Mowe, Kinka Mashe, Bami Loli Bakome, Kinka Mashe, Emi, Fini, Kinka Mashe, Okumi Osman's Kinka Mashe, Bobo Wampiani Fefun, Kinka Mashe. We know means may no harm, hurt, or danger come. So we say, Kinka Mashe. and the names of anybody we would like to bring into our sacred circle of protection right now. I see my sister, Dazzling Danette, in the building. Kinka Mache, no harm, hurt, or danger. My friend, Dr. Brown, Kinka Mache. Yes, so just a few of you. Queen May, Shanna, Jessica, Vanessa, Ayana, Nia, Ramisa, Nandi, Kainde, Allison. BYC, Queen Reggae, yes, Kinka Mache. May no harm, hurt, or danger come to any of you. We say Kosi Iku, Pau, Kosi Arun, Kosi Epe, Kosi Ofo, Kosi Olopa, Kosi Idina, Kosi Wahala Ra. May there be no harm, hurt, or danger for any of us. Osobobobo, Osobolo. We say let it go away. Let everything be pushed away. Anything that is not serving our highest good right now, let it be pushed away from us. Let it be Kosi. We just push it away. We want only goodness. We want Bobo Ire, Funwani, Orire, Funwani, Ilera, Funwani, Alafia, Ire, Owo, Ire, Omo, Ire, Aiku. We pray for all blessings today in the name of Oshun. May she flow through us. May she touch every part of our bodies. May the refreshment and the recharge reach from the tips of our toes all the way up to the very tops of our crowns, out to our fingertips. We just give thanks and praise. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh. Adupwe, iya, wa, Oshun, ore, ye, yo. Ashe. We give thanks and praise. And we always give the utmost thanks and praise for one of our living embodiments of Oshun on the earth, our Iyalode Yeyefini, who is going to come and, of course, as always, share a beautiful meditation and story for us. Iyalode, what do you have for us today, ma?
Oh, ẹ káàárọ̀ gbogbo èèyàn. Inú mi dùn kí gbogbo èèyàn wà lónìí o. You're very happy that everybody is here this morning for the morning recharge. Yesterday, I put up on there one of my luscious blends of baths for everybody to do because, people were kind of trippy yesterday and just feeling, whatever. And this is a time for us to just find the sweetness, the joy, because you're always going to have the sour so you can appreciate the sweet. Because without sour, you wouldn't know what sweet tastes like. So that's why I put that up. So this is a good time for us to go in and just get it. This is a wonderful time now. As you see, I have Oshun here. She comes to every one of the midweek recharges because this is where my studio is, and this is the season for these wonderful flowers that you can find them in abundance all over. So with this story that I'm going to say today is about Olodumare. After Olodumare, after Olodumare created the universe and everything, you know how we do when we finish working and creating, we feel like, oh man, this is so cool. And he's watching us and saying, look at the wonderful works I've done. 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 And he got kind of bored. He's like, wait a minute. I need to experience some of this stuff that I created. So he went ahead and said, I am going to go to earth and walk amongst human beings to have that experience. So he goes to this village. And in the village, they're having a meeting, a reunion, a party, a discussion and liveliness, celebrating the wonderfulness of how their life has been and the wonderfulness of Olodumare. And he comes and he sees this beautiful, gorgeous, very defined and refined, fabulous smelling, wonderful lady. And he's like, so who's the sister? And they say, well, her name is, oh, her name slips me, but anyway, is Akoyade. And so he says, whoa, she is banging. I would love to be married to her. So he started courting her and stuff. And she got interested and she agreed. So they got married. So they had a daughter. And they named their daughter Oshun. And as the little girl grew up, everybody just loved her because she was so gorgeous. She was she was her mother's beauty to the 10th power. So wherever she went, everybody loved her. She would go to the river, the fish just loved her. People would just say, "Oh my gosh." If she went on a boat with her family, the fish would just jump into the boat. If she walked amongst the earth, the birds would just sing of her beauty. They were just like, "Oh my God, this is just amazing. She's so beautiful." So everybody just loved her. So Oludumare would walk around town and do his work, and people would be, "So where's Oshun? Where's Oshun?" He's like, "I'm the man, okay? What about me?" And so he was like, "This is rubbing me a little bit too much here." So one of the energies that negative side or the other side of understanding and love is jealousy. So he started feeling jealous because every time somebody he went anywhere, they would ask him. He's like, "It looks like I don't even exist." Everybody's, "Where's our shoe? Where's our shoe? Where's our shoe?" I'm their father. If anything, y'all should be asking me, giving me some kudos for raising her. So as the story goes, one day he takes her for a walk. And everybody say, "Hey, Oshun." The birds are just flying and cheering her on. And he throws her from a mountain. He's like, "This is enough. I'm done." And we all have those days, just like Funlayo was saying, we have those days that the little river is not running to the brain and to the other parts. And so he threw her over. And so, oh my gosh, the fish saw her falling and they made a pillow. And she fell and she landed on the pillow, so she did not die. She was crushed. So when she fell, the pillow, the fish just opened up and she fell into the water. And she went all the way down in the water. And there was Olokun and Yemanja. And they says, "Oh, what happened, sweetie?" And she says, "I don't know. I was just thrown." And she was like, "Oh my God." So she was a young girl there. So they took her, Olokun and Yemanja took her and they just raised her. They took her in this cave under the water so nobody would find her. And she lived there for many, many years. During this time, oh, her mother is just desperate. What happened to my baby? The fish got sad. They stopped being born. The waters dried up. Olodumare is running around saying, "Where is my child? I don't know where she is. Maybe she's dead." Not telling anybody what happened. "I don't know where she is. Where's my baby?" And he's looking high and low, and he couldn't find her. So years passed, and she's growing into this beautiful woman, and she's being raised by local and Yemanja under the water in this little secret cave that had rivers and fish, and she just communed with them and just had a wonderful development. And so as she developed, when she got older, she says, "Look, that story y'all told me about my father trying to kill me, I'm grown now and I'm willing to go out and meet him and live because I can't continue to live here. I want to see the world. I want to experience things." So she went out. So before she went out, the chameleon said, "Hey, hey, hey, I'm going to go and tell the world that Oshun is coming out. So prepare her so that Olodumare does not know." Okay? So he went out, and he defines himself as something else. So he's on earth telling everybody. And so she goes out and she's beginning to love life, and she's living in the river and just communing with the birds and making her soaps and her herbs and her potions and dyeing cloth and doing all of the things that Oshun is known for. She's doing her meditations. She's helping people to conceive. She's just this wonderful energy that everybody just adores. So Olodumare says, he goes and he sees the chameleon one day and he says, "Oh my God, I'm so worried. I'm looking for my daughter. Have you seen her?" He said, "Oh, I haven't seen her in a long, long time. I think she's dead. I haven't seen her." So he got so upset that he said, "You know what? I'm just, for the sin that I committed of killing my child, I'm going to go back up to the mountains and to the heavens and I won't come back." Well, he started crying. and crying and crying. And he cried so much that the entire world got flooded. The plants would not grow. The birds didn't have anything to drink. It was just, I mean, to eat. So it just became a disaster. Aganju saw him and he says, "Oh my God, you're suffering so much. What's the matter?" He says, I'm just a horrible person. I just went and just upset the balance of life." And Aganju came out and says, "No, here is the sunshine. There's always going to be something nice to do, something else to do. And we can learn from our mistakes." So Aganju came out, the sun came out, the plants came back. Everything started being very, very nice and very warm. So he saw the chameleon again and he says, I'm still looking for my daughter. He said, "Oh, I think I saw her. But you know me, I have a bad memory and I change from colors and sometimes I don't remember. But I saw this beautiful girl, that young woman that everybody loves. I don't, maybe it's her." He said, "But the way to reach her, they said the secret is to go to the river, bring some honey, bring a hen, and bring your character." So maybe that's her. I don't know. But you know, my mind is, So Olodumare went and he took, oh, and they told her to take a bell, the agogo, and he took the bell and he went to the river and he started singing and he poured the honey and he sacrificed the hen and he begged forgiveness. "If you weren't there, my daughter, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I have done a horrible thing. Please come out." And this you beautiful, wonderful, special girl came out of the water. She said, "Oh, Baba Mio. Jimmy, Baba Mio. This is your daughter. I love you. I forgive you." And so he was able to find her forgiveness. She was happy. He was happy again. And the birds and peacocks and all of the other animals were just singing in the heavens and on earth. So the moral of the story is that sometimes when the blood is not running through certain parts of us, of our brain and our mind and our bodies, we can forget who we are. We can forget who we are and allow jealousy to become anger and anger to become rage. And none of that is real. None of it is real because he gave birth to this beauty. But in his rage, he couldn't see it. So at this time that we're doing these universal timeout, and there are days when we feel very bitter and angry, frustrated, jealous, envious, confused, all of those things. Put a little honey on your tongue. I put that in the bath that I said. Put a little honey on your tongue so that when you speak, your words will be flowing and will be sweet like honey. And making sure that before you make an action, understand that every action there is a reaction and there's a uh, um, something that you have to pay for, right? And so you have to make sure that when you're making your choices, the choices are made based on fact, based on who you know you are. You are divine. You're a temple. You have the ability to be all that is good and manifest all that you. So there's an old dude that says, "Don't destroy with your feet what you've created with your hands." So he created with his hand this baby and he tried to destroy her. So Oshun, in her lovingness, she always is willing to say, "Hey, that was yesterday. Let's start a new day." So she's always about forgiveness and about love. So that's what we have to do. So that's why today I since Oshun is always here, I fed her today. This morning, y'all know that I always come to the shrines with this food.
Ashe,
I gave her a
yeah.
nice, and it was amazing. I bought, I bought this um, papaya for her, and I bought it for the Ibu group, and somehow I misplaced it in my refrigerator, so I didn't have it last week. So I opened this papaya. Would you believe? I mean, Oshun is something else. I opened up the papaya and it had 5 seeds only. I have never seen a papaya like that. It only had 5 seeds in it. And so, see, oops, it got honey and it says dripping. Amazing. And also, I gave her. a glass of wine, one of the wine that I made from plum that I gathered from a friend. I
Wow.
made her some plum. I gave her some plum wine. So that's what she had for me,
Ase Ire Yeyefini
along with her flower and her candle. So today, as we go into our meditation with Oshun, this is the chant that I have on my Oshun CD. If you have not have it, this is the time to get it, to meditate to Oshun and go deeply into her and into Oshun. And so the chant is yeah yeah bio shuno. And so what it says is mother, she gives birth. She gives birth and she sprouts, meaning she comes from nothing to something. She sprouts. Who will come to make the sacrifice of goodness? We make the sacrifice of goodness continuously, meaning that we always have a chance, an opportunity, a decision to come from goodness, from Iwa Puele. So we always have. So Oreshun. So the Oshun that we have here today with us is Oshun Ibuaye. I have my Oshun Ibu Kole in the back with Oshun Oshogbo. And Oshun, two Oshun Oshogbos are there sitting with their royalness, and they had their thing as well. So today we're doing to Oshun Ibuaye, who is the energy that makes us know that there's always partnering in the world. There's always someone that loves you unconditionally, and find that person. Find that energy that when you're feeling down, you can talk to them and they build you up. It's the goddess of relationships. So build a relationship today, connecting to someone and to something romantically, platonically, whichever, knowing that love and harmony and balance is what make Oshun sprout and make a jump out. And who will make the sacrifice of goodness? We make the sacrifice of goodness continuously. So as we make this song, as we do this meditation to Oshun, we just want you to just visualize yourself just sitting at the bank of the river. Just visualize yourself at the bank of the river, just with the water just rushing, twinkling down your toes. And you can be at the bank or you can be in the water sitting, and allow the birds, you hear the birds and you hear the water and you feel the sunshine on you of Aganju giving you life in the form of the sun and the water at your feet, letting you know that everything you desire and you require is flowing to you. There's nothing negative in the world. It's just the way that we perceive it. And Oshun is the goddess of perception. So in this moment, I want you to just sit by that river and allow that water to just feel the energy of someone sitting right next to you that makes you feel very, very good and very nice and loved. And I want you to take 3 nice cleansing breaths, and you're going to breathe in, breathing in, and then letting that energy out of any frustration that you experienced today, letting it out. And we're going to take another cleansing deep breath, breathing in, and then just breathing out. And that third breath you're breathing in, you just pull that person closer to you, breathing in. And breathing out as that energy that's next to you that makes you feel so connected to partnering. Ore ye yo, o mio, o dao, e beo, o dao, ya mio, shin, ore ye yo. Ye ye bio, shuno. Ye ye bio, shuno. Dani ma waruborere o. Arubo titi ye o. Dani ma waruborere o. Ye bio shuno. Apete bio Oshuno. Anima waruborere o. Arubo titi ye o. Anima waruborere o. Ye bi o shuno. Iyalode bi o shuno. Tani ma waruborere o. Arubo titi ye o. Tani ma waruborere o. Ye bi o shuno. Apete bi o shuno. Tani ma waruborere o. Arubo titi ye o. Tani ma waruborere o. Iya mi Oshun ye o. Iya mi Oshun ajubayi ye o. Iyalode ajubayi ye o. Iya mi Oshun apweyi o. Gbogbo láyé wá jọ̀wọ́ ìyá mi o. Àjọwọ́ mi Oshun apweyi olóni o. Yeye bi Oshun o. Iyalode apẹtẹ bí o àwa kìí o. Àdúpẹ́ o ìyá mi Oshun lónìí o. Àdúpẹ́ fún ìlera, àdúpẹ́ fún òye, àdúpẹ́ fún agbára ìyá mi Oshun. Yeye bi Oshun o. Yeye bi Oshun o. Àpọ́yí o yeye mi Oshun. Yeye bi Oshun o. Apẹtẹ bí Oshun o. Tani ma waruborere o. Tani ma yami. Tani wa waruborere o. Arubo titi ye o. Tani ma waruborere o. Ye. Tani ma waruborere o. 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 Iyalode. Tani ma waruborere o. Tani ma waruborere o. Iya panchadara. Iya kole. Iya ibu. Iya mio. Oshun Oshogbo. Iya apetebi. Iya ọlọ́mọ yọ́yọ́. Gbogbo ìta àpẹ́yìn o. Yeye mi Oshun lónìí o. Àṣẹ yeye o. Ọ̀rẹ́ yeye o. Àdúpẹ́. Iya mi. We make the sacrifice of goodness continuously. Iya mi. Àdúpẹ́. 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 Iya mi Oshun.
Whew, ashe, ashe, adupwe. We give thanks and praise. For that wonderful anointed voice, for this beautiful time of being together, of sharing in the goodness of Oshun. We call on you, Oshun. We are willing to make the sacrifices. We are willing to forgive. We are willing to allow those places that have been stagnant to become flowing again. We are willing. We open ourselves to transformation. We open ourselves to goodness. We open ourselves to receive each and every blessing. We are grateful. We're grateful. We're grateful. I do pray. I do pray. I do pray. Yeah, we just give thanks. We give thanks. Let's all just take another one nice deep cleansing breath in through our noses and out with a sigh. We just release. We give thanks. We are grateful. As always, we lovingly accept your contributions to the ministry. We are so thankful for each of you who shares your gifts with us. We lovingly accept your donations at $Funlayo, $Yeyefini, or Yeyefini at bellsouth.net, Funlayo at AseIre.com, to do PayPal or Zelle. And we just pray always for any giving to multiply and multiply and multiply and multiply before it comes back to you. Remember, of course, that your most precious commodity is your time, is your energy, is your attention. And so we just give thanks to you for spending your time with us, for spending your precious energy with us. As always, as well, we invite you to join us at our respective online homes, AseIre.com and Yeyefini.com. Iyalode, tell them what is going on over at your home.
Well, thank you. Thank you. As usual, we stay excited.
That's right, always.
Always excited. So we are still open to many of the classes that are ongoing, especially the becoming a friend of the IIASK, the ORE IIASK. Please go on my website and join the friendship. This month we're speaking on the history of Isheshe and Lukumi faith, because sometimes we come to this faith by a little river, be it a situation, or just a cleansing or whatever, and then you don't know the history as to what is this faith, how is it, why is it. And it's good to know the foundation, because you can't build on something long lasting without the foundation. So that's in the IFA Basics this month. We're going to be talking about the history. And so we want to join you there. And you can always go back and see the other class, which was on Ori. Come be a friend of the Institute. And I am just so excited and looking forward to December for the summit. Yay! So that's what's happening and if I did forget anything, if you missed my Ask Yeyefini show, go on YouTube. It was wonderful. It's about reminding us that we are a temple and how to take care of our temple. So that's what's happening with yeyefini.com.
Ashu, Ashu. We are so grateful to all of your contributions. And yes, we are looking forward to December 19th for the Black Spirit Solstice Summit. And guess what? All of you about to get blasted today, so make sure you're on the mailing list. Make sure, if you want the best discount, to text Summit to 917 634 4680. It's our special text line that's dedicated just for you. So go ahead and send a text there today to connect. And we will be so happy to see you on the 19th. We're going to be releasing the lineup today. All kind of goodies is going to be coming at you today. So make sure you send us a text, join our mailing list. If you want to come and check us out, it is aseire.com or yeyefini.com. Those are our two online homes, so we invite you to join us there. And of course, as well, we invite you to join us today in about 10 minutes in the Ase Ire Cafe. We know many people are working from home, feeling a little bit isolated, and so Spirit has led us to start this co-working ministry where we can come together and just spend some time, listen to some good tunes, have some company while we are accomplishing our task for the day. So we look forward to seeing you there, and we just thank you, thank you, thank you as always for all of your blessings. We give thanks for all of your donations. We give thanks for your time, your love, your attention, and we look forward to being together again next week. So please do have a beautiful week. Join us on Sunday for Orisha prayer meditation. Come and use the medicine. Check out Iyalode's YouTube. Check out my YouTube. And just use this medicine that we got for you. We will look forward to being back with you again next week. Odabo!